Hi, this is Sean, and this is Haley.
Hi.
We're going to try a project today and show you guys how to make a cheap green screen for under $15. Let's see how this goes. Right here we have the three things that we're going to use. We got some bicycle hooks, which it's not the camera, I actually have them upside down. We have a shower curtain, and we have shower hangers, I guess.
I think so.
We will show you the area we're going to work in just a moment. This is my desk area where it's a mess. Yes, it is a mess. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try to attach those bike hooks to the ceiling, and then we're going to bring the curtain down, and then once we do that, we'll get into what we're going to do for the camera. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take out the shower curtain, and we're going to put these hooks on. So as you can see, we put the hooks in very specific spots. I chose the two ends, which you can see there, because that way we can stretch it tight. And then I grabbed the middle and put two there, and then put one between, just so we can stretch this out properly. So while screwing the hooks into the ceiling, I noticed that it might actually be easier just to use 4, but that's why you always buy more than what you need, because you never know exactly what you're going to need. With these two hooks here, I put them kind of center to where I'm going to be sitting. As you see, I have them go in opposite directions to kind of keep it tight. And then I used the curtain itself to measure out where to put that third hook. I'm going to do the other one on the other side, and then we're going to see how it looks. Now that we got all 4 hooks on, if you notice, I kind of put this fourth one more at an angle. That's because of the way my house is set up, that gives more of a walkway for people who want to walk behind it. This way also, you can always take it down whenever you're done and put it somewhere safe. Now we're going to try and get some of these creases out of the curtain, or the shower curtain, just to see if it'll get flatter, and then we will go to the computer and see how it works. So now that we got the green screen up, we're moving to the computer. To make this as cheap as possible on my end, as I don't have a lot of cash flow at the moment, I'm using an old phone and an app called DroidCam that you see here on the screen. This comes in 2 parts. There's a computer version and a phone version. I will link the description, or link this in the description below. Basically, you put the thing on the computer, you put it on the phone, they can connect via USB or over your Wi-Fi, so you can actually use your phone camera as your web camera. After the cut, we're going to look at OBS and see how we get things set up. For this next part, I went into the WoW beta so I can show you, or at least tell you, how everything's set up. As you can see, I haven't messed with any transparencies yet. I'm set up how I would normally be playing the game. You can see the green screen behind me. Now I'm going to open up the settings on my end. You guys won't be able to see this part, but that's why I'm also looking over. Basically, once you create the scene in OBS, you're going to go to Edit Scene. Then you can adjust the size of things to where you want it. I'm going to leave it a little bigger for now while I do other things. Right click on the video capture device that you created to get your cam. For the device, you're going to use the DroidCam that we set up earlier. I like flipping mine horizontally, that way when I'm looking you can actually tell which way I'm looking. You're going to set a chroma key. I already have mine set up, but once you do it, you're going to hit select, and then just go take the pointer and move it over the DroidCam to the color of your backdrop, and that should take care of that. You're going to notice that there is some non-blending. I'm going to manipulate some numbers here. That's probably how you're going to see it at first. Under the blend, you're going to raise that number until the backdrop gets as clear as possible. For mine, I have it set to 240. You can still kind of see a tint of green behind it, depending on how it moves. But if you start going too high up, I did notice that you become transparent. But with that, that was how I made my cheap green screen. Now, we just edit to how we want this to position in game. And now for your streams, you have a nice little green screen that you can be on camera while you're playing the game. Or you could also utilize this for other applications with video editing and producing content. Hope you guys learned something. I'm going to have links to everything that I got down below and how much they were. I know I said under 15 bucks. Before tax, we spent a little over 11 bucks. Not bad for a cheap and easy green screen. And I also saved money by using an old phone that I had as a webcam. A few things that to be on the lookout for. Make sure if you're using the DroidCam that your phone is charged up. If it has too low of a charge, then you could lose video while you're streaming. When it comes to resource management, I'm not quite sure on everything yet, as I only run a one computer setup. I did have to get another light out of the garage so you could see everything, and I had enough lighting, so that's where additional costs may come in. But for the green screen itself, under 15 bucks. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Make sure you like, favorite, subscribe. We're always on most nights from 9 Eastern. Usually playing World of Warcraft, but we do have a couple other things coming up in the loop. Thanks guys for watching. Have a wonderful day.